Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going to go over what was in the update or what's to come with the update if it hasn't released yet this week, as well as the July 1st wipe and the AMA questions. So to start out, the update this week is supposed to bring new mag mechanics, new server hosts for the game. They're moving away from Amazon. They're hoping to fix the bag bug, which is where the bag plays Houdini on you and it spins, which is super annoying. So hopefully that is fixed. Gun disappearing when touching bags should also be fixed. They're fixing dragging your hand through walls, which will hopefully fix people being able to exploit the purple keycard room on Island of Tabor. Gun stock calibration possibly coming this week as well. That will be just like contractors gun stock calibration, if you have any idea what that is like. They're also hoping to have some graphic updates for the bunker this week, and that is everything I know that's supposed to be coming with the update this week. So as for the July 1st wipe info, Scott has warned that the game will get much harder with wipe, so be prepared for that. The July 1st wipe will bring hopefully a new map with it in July. It's not guaranteed to come with the wipe. It could also come as an update later on. That map will be streets. This map will also include the House of Scott. Factions will also be coming with the wipe, as well as new armor rigs, health system changing, Tarkov style, new healing items, new masks. All of those items are not guaranteed to be in on the July 1st wipe itself, but should be coming shortly after with updates if they're not included with the wipe. Fingers crossed. The John Wick DLC is also planned to be coming with it. That brings in a MPX, a Glock, and a shotgun. The Nighttime Island variant, which will be really cool to be able to play on, should also be coming with the July 1st wipe, as well as personal stats. I know player levels is also coming. Granted, everything is subject to change as wipe is still about a month and a half out. Okay, so as in for the coming eventually stuff, we're going to go through kind of in a categorized way. So we're going to start with the hideout stuff. They're going to be adding GPU crypto mining, as well as flea market. Endfish gave a timetable of around Christmas time for the flea market. Scott has tossed around the possibility of adding a loan system from one of the traders that you will have to pay back. He was talking about, and within like so many wipes that you have to pay this trader back. And if you don't, they will just take everything in your hideout. Farming is coming, which many of us already knew that with current bunker having already an area cut out for farming. With farming though, this will bring nerds slowly being taken out of the game, which will make it a lot harder to get healing items, as well as new healing items will be added to the game. They have also teased possibility of adding a leaderboards to the game. Now, when it comes to guns, there's going to be a lot of changes from now to probably the beginning of next year or even the middle of next year. There will be customizations, so you'll be able to change the barrels, the triggers, and hopefully more with like gun stocks on them and like gun handles and stuff like that. They're wanting to get it to a very in-depth system like Tarkov is on gun customization. That will probably not be here until next year for the gunsmithing. I know the MP5, the MP7, they don't really have top rails to add sights to them, or they don't have them at all. So Scott has said that he's going to kind of push that up a little bit on priority to get a MP5 and a MP7 possibly added before gunsmithing comes, so we can use those with sights. Now, for your mags, as they are changing the mechanics for them this week with the update, they're also going to be eventually adding a custom mark system, whether it's a way to mark it with like paint or tape, but it's so you can custom mark your mags to identify it for what ammo type is in your mags. You know, Scott did say a RPG will be added to the game. They are considering adding a AR mounted grenade launchers, so that it would be the underbarrel grenade launchers. Eventually, you will be able to add sights to your pistols. Scott was talking about a possible like mount thing to add to the pistols to be able to put a sight on it. Scott was asked about possibly adding traps, like homemade traps into the game with grenades and like wiring across the door. So when you walk through a door, it would explode on you. He said that's a possibility of being added to the game. They have thought about it, as well as door breaches possibly coming in the future as well. They do have plans to add more American guns and armor to even out the contrast of factions. That way they can possibly make it where your factions have better control over their guns and their like the weight of the equipment than other factions. One faction would have better control over the AKs, and then the other faction would have better control over like the scars. This also could include possibly your factions getting gear at a discount. So American gear would be cheaper to the American faction, and Russian gear would be cheaper to the Russian faction. They have also teased the possibility of having mounted machine guns on maps that we can use in game. Scott also said that it's a possibility that they could technically make dev-made guns and get creative with it. That isn't really a for sure thing. It's not something that they're really like aiming at. Now, in-game stuff changes that affect you in Raid. Island will have a boss coming. It's going to be the fish boss. And I'm assuming that this boss is going to be carrying the fish MP5 that has been teased. There's also the possibility of dog tags coming that you can take off players. So there will be a way of collecting stuff from players that you kill. It'd be really cool on those dog tags if you could choose a faction, as in like House of Scott or Church of Fish, that type of deal, and it would show up on your dog tag so you could see how many players you kill of each. Scott did say graphics will improve over time. They are kind of limited by the Quest 2 and its limitations. Scott brought up possibly adding airdrops in the future. No guarantee on that. There was quite a bit of excitement about it, so maybe they'll actually kind of put that in the foregoing plans to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And now for the teaser of the new bunker.